Namaste Collective, y'all afternoon. So I have a message for you guys. This is a confirmation message and it's dark and it's triggering. Okay, so if you are not healed or if you're going through your healing journey, this can help you in your healing as well. Okay, but if it's too much that you guys can't handle, then just please click off, okay, and come back when you can. All right, so this message is not going to resonate for everybody. Okay, so please don't make it fit. Okay. This message is merely for the divine feminines, okay? But if it resonates with you, divine masculines, then, you know, you guys feel free to switch the positions of the characters in your family, okay? All right, so this is regarding the real enemy, the hidden witch, the main culprit, the ringleader that was behind destroying you and literally taking your life in this lifetime. Since you was a child, is your mother, okay? A lot of you already suspected this and knew this, but you didn't have like hardcore evidence, or you needed to hear it from somebody else, you know, maybe from someone else's experience. So what I'm gonna tell you guys and share with you all, okay, is part channeling and part of what I've experienced, okay? So a lot of you, you know, when you were born, you know, you were born chosen, anointed, okay? You were born with a very big destiny, okay? A lot of yous were supposed to be known, okay? But for good things, for the kingdom of heaven, okay? I'm not talking about worldly stuff, okay? You were meant to, you know, help a lot of people, heal, and just bring a lot of people to Yeshua, okay? Your mothers knew this, okay? Your mothers, for some of yous, took you to a witch doctor, like they did to me when I was a baby, because I remember this, and I remember how the lady looked as well, okay? Some of you got taken to several different psychics, witch doctors, okay, that your mother brought you to. The very first time when your mother found out through a psychic that you guys were destined to be stars, like this person told them your entire destiny, and your mother got filled with rage and envy and jealousy. And this is why she made your life a living hell, okay? For some of you like me, your mother could have literally nicknamed you Cinderella, okay? And slaved you, okay? And kept you in the house. You weren't allowed to socialize. You weren't allowed to have friends. The only time you were allowed to go out was to go to school and come back home, okay? For some of you like me, if you were even a minute late coming home from school, or if you were caught somewhere that, you know, like, let's say you come out of school, you're on the corner talking to a friend, whatever. When you get home, you would get your butts literally whooped, okay? Black eyes, blood, the whole 9 yards, okay? For others of you, this mother allowed a stepfather or a relative to sexually abuse you as a child for 3 years, some of you, or more, okay? Or less, okay? Fit it where it needs to fit, okay? And others of you went through the foster care system, okay, like I did for 7 years, and were abused in there as well, like I was, okay? A lot of the things and a lot of the misfortunes that you guys endured through your teens, your late teen, your 20, your 30, whatever, it was because of this mother constantly cursing you in your life. This was the type of mother that was always cursing the day that she gave birth to you, like my mother would do me. This is the type of mother that would call you at your name at 3 or 4 or 5 years old, calling you a whore, a slut, all this stuff, prostitute, you know. Anyway, I'm feeling people's energies, okay? So I'm trying to, you know, because I know people are getting triggered, okay? This is the mother that could have had addictions, okay? This mother could have been a drug addict, alcoholic, okay? For some of you, not everybody, thank you, that's confirmation, okay? And for some of you, this mother went as far as trying to sell you for crack bottles, literally, like she did, like mine did to me, okay? And you've had to fight people, you know, that she shouldn't have been fighting, right? You had to fight people that she was supposed to protect you from, okay? For others of you, you know, this mother, she would use you to make your siblings jealous of you. For those of you who have siblings, this is why your siblings grew up hating you and very envious and jealous of you. And she would do this out of spite to create animosity between you and your siblings. This is a wicked, pure, evil person, okay? And you were the type of child that you would do everything you would literally bend over backwards and break your back to gain your mother's love and affection, and to get her approval. All right? And nothing that you ever did was ever good enough for her. She always found a way to downplay you, insult you, offend you, make you feel like crap. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, when I was in elementary school, I tried out for cheerleading, and I didn't make it the first time. When I came home, I was crying. I was upset, you know? And she laughed at me. She literally laughed in my face. And she's like, I told you you wasn't going to make it. Because she threw evil eye at me. But the second time around, the second audition, I made the team. And she was pissed. She was like, well, I'm not buying you and giving you no money for your uniform, none of that. And that's when I started working at McDonald's. Okay? So, that's a whole nother story. All right? It's a lot. And it's a lot to heal from. And I understand you, my loves, and I'm here to tell you that your feelings are valid. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you're oversensitive or that, you know, what they did to you didn't happen. Because a lot of you have a mother who literally painted to the world that everything that she did to you, you made up. That for others of you, she said that you deserved it because that they lied and said that you were a bad child. No, never. Collective. You were the type of child where people would tell your mother all the time, oh my gosh, that's a beautiful baby. She's going to be a superstar. That baby's going to be famous. That baby got a big destiny and stuff. And your mother couldn't stand to hear that. She couldn't stand how beautiful and sexy you were. She couldn't stand how much attention you would call every time she had you out in the street with her. Okay, whether this was going to supermarkets or whatever she would do, running errands, getting her hair, nails done, whatever it was. Okay? This is the type of mother that would flaunt you in front of other people and act like she's just this grandmother and mother of the year, mother of the world. Just to try to, you know, make people look at her like, oh, wow, you know, she's a good mom. Look at her daughter. She's so beautiful, blah, 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 you know, and it was all bull crap. All right? For others of you, this mother could have threw you out into the streets as a minor. Okay? You guys were homeless for a few years like I was. Okay? And when you got your first apartment, you never went back home to your mother, and she resented you for that. Okay? Like I left. Look, when I was 19 years old, that's when I got my first apartment. Okay? And I never went back to my mother's house. Ever, 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 ever. She kicked me out when I was 16 years old. She threw me in front of my ex-friend Rosalba Montanez's home with my stuff in garbage bags, black garbage bags. She literally dragged me by the hair, collected down the flight of stairs, up a flight of stairs, literally. Okay? And some of you could have experienced that. See, this mother of yours was warned by this psychic, by this healer, not to ever abuse you, not to ever do anything to you, harm her hair in your head, or she would have suffered dire consequences. And for some of you, this is why your mother is going through what she's going through. For some of you, your mother could be on her deathbed, and she's still not repenting. She's still trying to curse you. For some of you, your mother's fate is unfortunate. It really is. Her destination is not good. And I'm speaking eternally. Okay? I can feel y'all pain, you know, along with mine, because I'm still here. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I want to tell you guys to hang on to Yeshua, give it all to him, cry out to him, okay, because he will heal everything. All right? This mother also, for a lot of you, your mother could have left you as a child many times in the park in wee hours in the night, hoping somebody would kidnap you, like my mother did to me. For some of you, she literally has you set up to get sex trafficked and was leaving you at checkpoints where sex traffickers pick up children that are sold into slavery. Okay? And God was always protecting you. I remember one time she left me in the park on Palisade in Union City, New Jersey, and some guy came up to me and was trying to get me to go with him, talking about, yeah, your mom, you know, I know you're here. Your mom sent me all this bullshit. And tell you, I don't know. I'm telling you, it was God. Because I wasn't even fearing that. I just stood there and said, no, I'm staying right here. My mom's going to come back. And sure enough, the next morning she came back when the sun came out. She came back to see if I was gone. When she saw me there, she was shocked. So a lot of you experienced this. Okay? Stay tuned for part 2.